Thank you for tuning in to Straight Up Talk. It's your Mayor Mo Green. And today's guest, I bring back my bro, Sue Wavy Cam, and he gonna be weighing in on this subject. The new title, the topic of today's discussion is called Love and Loyalty. The big question is it one and the same? Or does one, let's just say that if you're loyal to someone, do you love them as a default? Vice versa. So before we get started, let my brother give his Instagram handle so you can go ahead and follow him, and then we're gonna weigh in the discussion. Go ahead.
Yeah, my Instagram or my handle is Sue Wavy Cam. But first and foremost, on a realer note, man, shout out to and God bless, rest in peace, SRP, Nipsey Hussle, the great, bro.
Definitely.
You know, we lost a real one, and I know through everybody around here and their feelings, his work will live on.
For sure. Well, here we go. You gave the Instagram, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, then. Well, let's weigh in. Love and loyalty. Love and loyalty. Are they one and the same? So, pretty much, if you love someone, are they loyal by default? Or if you're loyal to someone, do they love at default, vice versa? So, I want to hear your thoughts on it. With love and loyalty, talk to me.
I think that they're totally different.
Okay, then.
They're separate.
All right.
You can love somebody and not be loyal to them, and vice versa. One of the scenarios or example I can give y'all is if you've ever seen the movie Five Heartbeats. JT and Duck, They were brothers. Duck had a female he was wanting for a long time, and he got her. Come to find out, JT is sleeping with his girl. Yeah. Which breaks down to love and loyalty. Mm-hmm. She even told JT, I love you, but I'm in love with Duck, which means that she had some type of love for Duck, but loyalty towards JT to keep sleeping with him. And that's just that one scenario, which means that either or vice versa, love and loyalty are different. You know, it's all about what you value or what you require. But they are different. Some people need one. Some people see loyalty as love or a love of or a love for, but they are different. They're separate.
Okay. All right then. Cool. I agree with my brother that if you love someone, don't necessarily mean that you're loyal to them. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. There are people in marriages, in relationships, in families that love a certain individual, but they're not loyal to them. They're not loyal to them. I've seen people love someone, but will stab them. You know what I'm saying? So just because you love someone, don't necessarily mean that they're loyal to you. But on the other hand, when it comes down to people that are strictly loyal to you, when they're loyal to you, there's a certain amount of love they have for you by staying loyal. And let me tell you what I mean by that. If I'm a friend and I'm loyal to you, I have a certain amount of love for you where I won't tarnish our trust, and that loyalty becomes our trust. Mm-hmm. Is it one and the same? When it becomes loyal, when you're loyal, first of all, when being loyal is first priority, yes, it's one and the same. Because there's a certain amount of love. But vice versa, when you love someone, doesn't necessarily mean that they're loyal to you. Mm-hmm. One other thing I wanted to talk about. With loyalty, right? When it comes down to gaining trust, being loyal is an action. It's an action. Being loyal is not an emotion. It's an action. So when you go ahead and straight from the rip, you're loyal to someone, you're loyal to them, love becomes an emotion and it grows. Do you get what I'm saying? They're two different things. One is an action, one is a feeling, an emotion. So when it comes down to that, it can be one and the same only if loyalty starts off at number one. And that's just my opinion, my thoughts, my beliefs on it. What do you think on that, man? What do you think on it?
I think that for one, love is not something that you just go ahead and have or feel off the rip and or express to someone. It doesn't happen that way. Love has to be gained. It has to be nurtured. It has to be taken care of and honed in on by two people to go ahead and adopt that, whether it's love for the love of, or for love, in love as well. They all have to grow. Your loyalty and your allegiance to someone builds the trust.
There you go.
And that's at the first. And that's first things first. When you don't know somebody from Adam and you're walking up to them on the street, the only thing that you have is, quite frankly, your word and your nuts. So once you guys establish a loyalty, like, no, I'm going to be cool to this person is going to work in my inner circle, I'm going to work in that person's inner circle, you build up a loyalty and a line of trust between that person, whether it be male or female. Like I said, when friendships is more loyalty. If it now, depending on the gender or whatever your taste is, whatever your flavor is, whatever, mine in case is women. So I'm going to use my scenario. Comes to a woman in friendship, that's going to be loyalty first. You know what I mean? Later on, if it develops to a relationship, then that's what goes back to what I was saying. Love has to build. So.
Wow. It was all said. And these are from two different individuals. Even though he's my brother, I love him, we blood. Two different thoughts on it, still being similar on the same path but coming from different directions. I will say this: we are seeing today where love is a word that's being used to toy with the emotions to gain your loyalty, not necessarily for them to be loyal to you, but to gain your loyalty. And it's crazy because now you're seeing nowadays a lot of backstabbing. You're seeing today where females is backstabbing their main girl, they home girl. You know, women are backstabbing their men backstabbing their women. It's like the whole, how can I say, rules that has been set since the beginning of time have been lost. It's truly been lost. And people are using love in that word. Like, I love you, bitch. You got to watch out on that 4-letter word. It's because it's being used more than ever than it used to be. So, with that being said and done, I do have to leave y'all with one thing. I want to ask you guys, the people that are watching, please comment below. Like, share, comment, sub, all of that. But I have to leave you guys with this. Love and being loyal. Can you be love and loyal by default? And I need to ask you guys that. Being loving and being loyal, can that be done by default? Meaning, hey, does it weigh in for you guys? Do you guys got to go with one for the other one to kick in, or for vice versa? We want to hear from you guys. Weigh in on the topic. Thank you for.
Before that,
go
how
ahead.
do you feel about that? What are your requirements as far as that? Is it by default? Is love loyalty by default, or is loyalty?
I feel like both should be automatic, but the way the world is, it doesn't work that way. And the type of individuals that we deal with every day on a day-to-day basis, even if it's out on the street, people we don't know, co-workers, even family, things are just different now, where we can't base it off of a matrix that we had prior. The world has changed. The interaction with people have changed. It's just a different. It's just a different world. So with me, mine is on a base is based on the individual. I can't even have
Mm-hmm.
a strict rule like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's based on the individual, and their actions is what show me. Their actions, and their actions based off of their actions will show how loyal they are, and then from there we might move on to love. But I'm not sure. It depends. Everybody's different. I can't do it. Some believe in the old ways, some believe in the new ways, some believe in their own ways. So,
Mm-hmm.
what is your thoughts on that?
If it's coming down to, I'm gonna divide it: friendships and relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Friendships, realistically, you don't have to love me. You don't have to love me if you're my friend, because if you're my friend, then you're a friend of mine. And I say, as a friend, you know me. You know my actions, you know my intents, and you know my heart. So that means the only thing you have to do is to be loyal to me and don't cross me in any shape, form, or fashion, is because that's not what I'm gonna do. That's not my intent. When it comes to the relationships, if you're dealing with me indirectly and discreetly, exclusively, I'm gonna require both. Now, I never said that you have to go balls to the walls max on both of them. No. Your loyalty to me is what comes first. Your love for me will develop in time as I show you exactly what I give and what I offer to you, because I love hard.
Mm-hmm.
So based upon me knowing that you're dealing with me directly and exclusively, and we making this thing a real thing, and check this out. Your loyalty going to come first and your love will soon follow after I show you what needs to be displayed to you to make you understand who I am.
That's fair enough. And on that note, you guys go ahead, leave comments, weigh in on this subject. Follow my brother Sue Wavy Cam. Follow us up on YouTube at Straight Up Talk. Follow me on Instagram, MoGreen03_. And like I always say, sky's the limit. And we're going to continue to go straight up. Peace.